we are sold out on the night which will see Team WWE versus Team NWO. We are live from Houston, Texas for Survivor Series. And we are kicking off Survivor Series with 6-man tag team elimination action as the Club, Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows and the phenomenal AJ Styles look to settle the score once and for all with the Wyatt family. It was this past week on Monday Night Raw that the freaks of the Wyatt family were let loose. Killian Dane defeating Luke Gallows and Lars Sullivan defeating Carl Anderson. AJ Styles thought he had the last laugh with a phenomenal forearm to the freak. However, Bray Wyatt appeared out of nowhere with a Sister Abigail to Styles. If that happens tonight, the Wyatt family could end this feud once and for all. As darkness descends here in Houston, Texas, and the fireflies appear, and the freaks and Bray Wyatt emerge. It is still an unknown where Bray Wyatt found Lars Sullivan and Killian Dane. We were first introduced to Lars Sullivan at No Mercy inside Abigail's tower. AJ Styles felt the wrath of Lars Sullivan firsthand. And then, at Hell in a Cell, it was supposed to be Lars Sullivan versus AJ Styles. That match didn't happen because Lars Sullivan didn't let it happen. He obliterated AJ Styles on the ring ramp before the match could even start. AJ Styles called for backup, brought in the Club, and Bray Wyatt, well, he called upon Killian Dane. A frightful prospect, a troublesome trio, more like terrifying trio. But these are the three that the Club will have to topple tonight. Crowd on their feet, looking forward to our opening contest. And the referee signals for the bell. 3-on-3 elimination match, and AJ Styles says, "Come on." And the Eater of Worlds responds. By tagging in Lars Sullivan, who roars at AJ Styles. And AJ Styles tags in Luke Gallows. So it's going to be the two big men kicking things off. And here we go. Lars Sullivan, Luke Gallows. And Gallows with a shot to the midsection. Elbow to the back of the head. Trying to stun the freak. But that is easier said than done. and he squashes Lars Sullivan in the corner. I did not expect to say that tonight. Oh no, but the Freak now establishing control. And he has a tendency to simply snap. A loose cannon. And Sullivan ties up with Gallows' elbow to the back of the head, and Gallows stunned momentarily. And the Freak sends Gallows off the ropes. Gallows puts the brakes on, and a gut-wrench suplex elbow right to the heart, if he's got one, of the Freak. A second elbow, a third elbow, a fourth elbow, a fifth, yes, 5 elbows, and now pin. Oh, he kicked out at nothing. The Freak just kicked out at nothing. And Gallows ensuring that he stays on top, but the Freak powers his way out the corner. Sends Luke Gallows to the corner, and a splash of his own. And it could come down to who gets the first elimination, who can gain the advantage early. And did you see those quick, sharp shots by the Freak? But Gallows back up once again. Big boot by Luke Gallows. But Gallows went for a shot reversal by Lars Sullivan. These two knocking lumps out of each other to get things started at Survivor Series, and Gallows explodes with a forearm. 1, 2, oh, 1, just 1. And then the Freak gets out the way. Oh, and Gallows with a reversal of his own. These two big men showing they're not just all muscle. And that kick has Lars Sullivan crawling to his corner. What a turn of events this is. And Sullivan tags out and brings in Killian Dane. Well, they don't get any smaller, that's for sure. And now Luke Gallows having to contest with Killian Dane after going to war with Lars Sullivan. Is this wise? Should Gallows, the big man of the club, have tagged out to Carl Anderson or AJ Styles? Telegraph that. Did Killian Dane missed it by a long shot? But Dane, fresh, escapes and dumps Luke Gallows on the back of his neck. I say fresh, he doesn't exactly look it, but never mind that. A power bomb. Unbelievable. 1, 2, and Luke Gallows kicks out at 2, but I think it's time for Luke Gallows, if he can, to make the tag. That was unreal strength from Killian Dane to pick up Luke Gallows, and Gallows with a huge big boot, sending Killian Dane crashing to the concrete floor. And where on earth are these two going? Referee starting the count up to the count of 3 as these two head up the entrance ramp, and the battle unfolds. Oh my God. Slam down and a running senton. That could break a rib. We're up to 7. I thought Dane was going to bring back Gallows, but now up to 8 and oh my God. 9, count of 9. Well, these two have been counted out, but a Gallows pole, I don't think these two care. The fight continues. Oh God, what does Luke Gallows have in mind for Killian Dane? No! Choke slam! A choke slam off the ramp to the concrete floor. Good night, Killian Dane. Oh, look at the look on Bray Wyatt's face. He watched it all unfold. It's still all level. Luke Gallows, Killian Dane eliminated via a countout. 2-on-2 now. And AJ Styles and Carl Anderson with the double team to Bray Wyatt. A shocking start to Survivor Series. A choke slam from the stage to the concrete floor for Killian Dane. Luke Gallows ensuring Killian Dane will play no further part in tonight's proceedings. And look at the great tag team work from Carl Anderson and AJ Styles. They have the leader of the Wyatt family cornered off. And the Freak has to be patient, has to wait. And Styles stepping it up. What a surprise this is. Styles drives down Wyatt, a pin, 1, 2. And Bray Wyatt just gets the shoulder up, and you can see the Freak desperately wants the tag. Forearm by Styles. Tagged Bray Wyatt in a different kind of way. And you see Styles move around to try and cut off the ring, but Bray Wyatt not out of it yet. And drives the knee into the gut of AJ Styles. And I think the Wyatt family are a little bit shocked at how things have unfolded thus far. Just having to take a moment, and drives down. AJ Styles 1, 2. Styles kicks out at 2. Oh, and a vicious knee. And AJ Styles would love to put an end to this rivalry here tonight. He has been to hell and back. Stepping foot inside Abigail's tower. Beaten, incapacitated at Hell in a Cell. But tonight, he now has a chance. And Styles sends Wyatt to the corner again. The Freak being kept out of the match. And if Styles and Anderson can take out Wyatt, a 2-on-1 advantage to topple the Freak. Anderson choking out Wyatt. European uppercut by Carl Anderson. Another one. But Wyatt fights back. The Eater of Worlds trying to get on the offensive, but a boot to the midsection by Carl Anderson and snaps the neck and takes down Wyatt. 1, 2. And Wyatt kicks out at 2. And Anderson and Styles again getting closer to having that 2-on-1 advantage. How much more can Bray Wyatt take? Oh, but Wyatt putting a stop to Carl Anderson momentarily. He now tries to crank the jaw of one half of the club. AJ Styles looking on. We have to look at it from the other angle too. What if Carl Anderson was to be eliminated? It would be 2-on-1 and an advantage to the Wyatt family. But Carl Anderson not thinking about that. Thunderous clothesline, which again, a very close 2 count. And Anderson drags Bray Wyatt headfirst into the corner. And Carl Anderson unloads. And here we go. Machine Gun Carl Anderson spraying bullets. Oh, good God. Sister Abigail. But Bray Wyatt turning his attention to AJ Styles. What on earth? Oh! Rocket kick! 1, 2, 3, and Carl Anderson has eliminated Bray Wyatt. The shocks continue and the Freak hits the ring. 1, 2, 3, and just like that, Carl Anderson is eliminated. And not just that, sent on his way by the Freak Lars Sullivan, and now Sullivan has hold of AJ Styles. Never mind the 2-on-1 within a matter of seconds. It's 1v1. The match that we were supposed to have at Hell in a Cell is happening 1 month later at Survivor Series. Who will be the sole survivor? Lars Sullivan or AJ Styles? Oh God, who was just picked up by his forehead and driven into the mat. And Sullivan now perched on that second rope, but he miscalculated that. And AJ waits for Sullivan, rolls through just about, and the calf crusher applied. Calf crusher, but not for long. Sullivan breaks free and Styles drops to a knee and then receives a knee from the Freak. What can AJ Styles do to stop the Freak here at Survivor Series? Shot to the midsection by AJ Insaguri. He will have to use his speed, his quickness, and his agility. Springboard 450 on the money. 1, 2, and Sullivan powers out at 2. And Styles hits the rope, forearm, not allowing Lars Sullivan to recover. And now AJ calling up the Freak. Phenomenal, no. Sullivan got out the way. Picks up AJ. AJ escapes. And AJ, AJ, back and forth. Sullivan trying to escape. 1, 2, 3. AJ Styles AJ Styles steals the victory to be the sole survivor. He had the calf crusher, then the 450 splash, but it was this. Sullivan moved out the way of the forearm. Styles escaped, and then Sullivan tried to find a way out but couldn't. 1, 2, 3. The Freak is furious, but it will go down as a victory to the club with AJ Styles as the sole survivor. Up next, here tonight at Survivor Series, the American Alpha run the tag team gauntlet. The challenge has been laid down by the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle, and the teams have been assembled. Team Alpha wanted competition, and tonight they've got it. Welcome back to Survivor Series, and it is time for the American Alpha to run the tag team gauntlet. The champions and the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle laid down the challenge, and the tag teams have been assembled. So Jason Jordan and Chad Gable, Team Alpha, will kick things off. But who drew number 2 to face them in the tag team gauntlet? A very ambitious set of tag team champions we have, because this is a huge task. Oh my God. Team 2 in the tag team gauntlet is none other than the Bludgeon Brothers, who came so close at Hell in a Cell from taking those tag team championships away from the Alpha. What a start this is. Eric Rowan, Luke Harper, looking to bludgeon the tag team champions first and foremost to become the new tag team champions. Can you imagine if that happened? And that is the risk that the American Alpha walk into tonight. They could be eliminated first and foremost. But then again, history could repeat itself, and the Alpha could take out the Bludgeon Brothers. Kurt Angle and the American Alpha extremely confident. They wanted competition, and they have got it. As the champions hand over the tag team championship to our official, and we are all set. And the gauntlet is underway. Jason Jordan and Luke Harper, devastating super kick. And the Bludgeon Brothers wasting no time. Discus clothesline. 1, 2, 3. Oh my God. The tag team champions are out. And Kurt Angle cannot believe it.
We are the Golden Truth.
We will crown new tag team champions tonight.
And this one for you. You want it, you got it, the Golden Truth. What's up?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
The Golden Truth. The dynamic duo is in the house. The Golden Truth. What it's all about. What's up?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
The Golden Truth. Pay attention, I'm about to mention the Golden Truth in this remix edition. I'm R-Truth, they call me R-Trizzo. He's Gold Dust, I call him Gold Dizzo. It's like that, as a matter of fact. See, we like to turn it up everywhere we at. We're too talented, son of a guns. We dancing, rapping, joking, having fun. Tell them step up, test their luck. The Golden Truth, leave them stuck like Chuck. What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
The Golden Truth.
I will tell you what is up. What is up is that the tag team champions have been eliminated. They are out of the gauntlet. The Bludgeon Brothers bludgeoned Team Alpha. Big mistake. And I would love to hear the conversations between Kurt Angle, Chad Gable and Jason Jordan right now. What a mistake they have made this evening. But now we have the Golden Truth. And Luke Harper turns Goldust inside out. R-Truth looking on. No more rapping, no more singing, down to business. And the Bludgeon Brothers are strictly that. Taken up and down goes Goldust. And Eric Rowan hits the ring for the first time. Wasn't even required against the American Alpha. And a pinfall. 1, 2. Goldust kicks out at 2. But at the moment, it would be hard to go against the Bludgeon Brothers. As Goldust gets slammed down into the mat. And a big boot. And you see Eric Rowan threaten towards R-Truth. But you can't count Goldust out of it yet. The reverse elbow and the tag to the fresh R-Truth. And let's not forget, the longer you're in there as a tag team, the more susceptible you are to fatigue and to be taken out of the tag team gauntlet. Drop kick to the back of the neck. And R-Truth trying to get the fans behind him here. An elbow to the back of the neck. But Eric Rowan aggressively forces back R-Truth. And here we go. Oh, good God almighty. The Bludgeon Brothers are bludgeoning the competition. And I don't think Eric Rowan or Luke Harper care for fashion. So I guess they better get a ticket from the Fashion Police. Tyler Breeze, Fandango up next in the tag team gauntlet, in which the Bludgeon Brothers not only have taken out R-Truth and Goldust, the Golden Truth, but at the very beginning of this tag team gauntlet, they eliminated the American Alpha. It's gonna take more than a ticking off from the Fashion Police to stop the Bludgeon Brothers tonight. And Tyler Breeze and Fandango are gonna have to bring their A game. Fandango dishing out the tickets left, right and centre here in Houston. How kind. So here we go. The Fashion Police step up to the Bludgeon Brothers. Look at the size difference. And Breeze comes forward to take on Luke Harper. A very determined Luke Harper. Smart. 1, 2. Tyler Breeze went for the quick victory. Nearly pulled it off. But Luke Harper stopped him in his tracks. And once the pace gets like this, you have to fear for anybody who is in the ring with the Bludgeon Brothers. But Tyler Breeze holding his own and working on the leg. Picks up Luke Harper. And how long is it going to take before the Bludgeon Brothers begin to get fatigued? Luke Harper putting the brakes on and slams Tyler Breeze headfirst into the corner and drives down Tyler. And oh no, tag made to Eric Rowan. Oh, come on, gotta be kidding me. That's one way to use your head. And now, stomping away. Tyler Breeze really needs to make a tag. And Breeze with the elbows. And Tyler again. 1, 2. Oh, Tyler Breeze getting close. Looking for a quick success. And Breeze. Hurricane Rana. And a beauty. And that allows Tyler Breeze to tag in Fandango. And here comes Fandango. Goes for the suplex. Uses the ropes. Oh, snaps the neck. Nice variation there. And a pin. 1, 2. Eric Rowan kicks out. But are the Bludgeon Brothers beginning to slow down? Has the match taken its toll? They've been in there a long time now. And Fandango and Tyler Breeze capitalizing on it. Eric Rowan got to look for a way to escape. Uses brute force in the end. Breaks free from the clutches of Fandango. Scoops up. And down. And Eric Rowan sends Fandango to the corner. And that's a bad part of town. You do not want to be there with the Bludgeon Brothers. Elbow right to the jaw. Double elbow. And Tyler Breeze wants the tag. You can see Fandango beginning to struggle too. And the Bludgeon Brothers, relentless. Stomps, punches, kicks, clotheslines, you name it, they're throwing it. Picks up Fandango. Oh wow. That was an Owen Wilson moment right there. Wow. In the comment section. Fandango really needs to get out of there. The Bludgeon Brothers picking apart one half of Breezango, and Eric Rowan roars at the fans, but a mistake, a similar mistake to when Eric Rowan turned his back at Hell in a Cell against the Alpha, and Tyler Breeze looking to capitalize. Oh, but Eric Rowan has learnt his lesson. And somehow Tyler Breeze kicked out. Who will be the new tag team champions? Headbutt from Eric Rowan. Chop to the throat. Cuts down Tyler Breeze. And a stiff kick to the back. And a rake to the back too. And but Tyler Breeze showing an awful lot of fight. Our Breezango tonight. Eric Rowan. Oh, wow. The confidence in the Bludgeon Brothers is growing. For a moment, I thought fatigue was setting in, but I was wrong. And now Eric Rowan. How do you compete with this? Tyler Breeze replies with a super kick. That's how you compete. Where did that come from, Breeze? I think he was looking for the unprettier. But Eric Rowan broke free, but Tyler Breeze fighting back again. And Rowan blasts Tyler Breeze, and Breeze is getting back near that bad part of town. Big mistake. Accidents happen. Eric Rowan just punched his tag team partner. Beauty shot. 1, 2, 3. Breezango have eliminated the Bludgeon Brothers. Oh no. Don't turn around. Oh, come on. Tyler Breeze has not seen what just happened, and oh God. We still have one more team to come out here, and Breezango are being torn apart by the Bludgeon Brothers. Talk about sore losers. Ever the opportunists. The Kings of Wrestling. Cesaro. Cassius Ohno. The final team to enter the tag team gauntlet. And look what awaits them. An infuriated Bludgeon Brothers have ripped apart Breezango, and Tyler Breeze lays flat on his back in the middle of the ring. And the Kings of Wrestling hit the ring. Well, this is it. Here we go, and oh, come on. Tyler up to a knee. Fandango still out. Oh, God. Rolling elbow. And now a tag to Cesaro. The two men that retired John Cena on the verge of becoming tag team champions. Neutralizer. 1, 2, 3. I don't know what to say. It wasn't like they earned it. The Kings of Wrestling do it again. New tag team champions, capitalizing on a situation. I can't believe this. That's right, Cesaro, Cassius Ohno, the Kings of Wrestling are your new tag team champions. The big dog, Roman Reigns, has been calling The Rock's name ever since his defeat to the Great One at WWE No Mercy. Assaulting The Rock with 3 spears doesn't appear to be enough. Now aligned with the Usos, The Rock has been challenged to just bring it tonight at Survivor Series. And he has done just that, teaming with Finn Balor and the United States Champion Shinsuke Nakamura. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to WWE Survivor Series. As Jimmy and Jey Uso make their way to the ring, the Samoan Alliance with the big dog Roman Reigns. And we await the arrival of the big dog for this 3-on-3 elimination match. Is it jealousy that drives Roman Reigns to constantly, verbally and physically abuse the Great One, The Rock? Ever since No Mercy, Roman Reigns has been running his mouth. And we cannot forget the 3 spears to The Rock on Monday Night Raw. And the People's Champ have been relatively quiet until this past week, where The Rock interrupted Roman Reigns in his United States Championship match against Shinsuke Nakamura, delivering a rock bottom to the big dog, and subsequently cost Roman Reigns the United States Championship. Now that is subject to dispute, because Reigns was looking for the spear. Would Shinsuke Nakamura have kicked out? And let's not forget the constant interference by the Usos. Not exactly a fair contest. But Reigns is adamant that if it was not for The Rock, he would be the new United States Champion, and Shinsuke Nakamura would have suffered his first defeat. But I am sure that this man begs to differ, because he is still undefeated. He is still the king of strong style, and he is your United States Champion. This is Shinsuke Nakamura. And just listen to the crowd in Houston, Texas. It is time to sing along with Nakamura. What a choice by the People's Champion. An undefeated choice. It is electric in here. And we are still yet to see the most electrifying man in sports entertainment today. Triple H tried to secure the services of Shinsuke Nakamura to put a stop to the threat of the NWO. But it is Team Rock who Shinsuke Nakamura supports. And how about this for a choice too? The former Universal Champion and the leader of the Balor Club, Finn Balor. And Finn Balor has a storied past with the big dog Roman Reigns. He defeated Roman Reigns to become the Universal Champion, and Reigns chased Finn Balor all throughout his Universal Championship reign. The Balor Club in full force tonight here in Houston. And I just can't wait to hear this crowd for the arrival of The Rock. So we have one more man to go to complete this 3-on-3 elimination match. And I think we all know exactly who that is. And there is the most electrifying man in sports entertainment today, the People's Champion, The Rock. He is back. And The Rock looks like he means business. The Rock coming to the aid of Finn Balor a couple of weeks ago when Finn Balor was being attacked after his match with Rusev. Rusev and Aiden English trying to pick off Finn Balor, but The Rock was having none of it. And the respect between the two bringing Finn Balor to Team Rock. And then, as I mentioned, this past week, after the Usos tried to cheat Shinsuke Nakamura out of his United States Championship, The Rock again had seen enough. A rock bottom to Roman Reigns, and the match was thrown out. And Shinsuke Nakamura retains his United States Championship and also joins Team Rock tonight to take on Jimmy and Jey Uso and the big dog Roman Reigns. A 3-on-3 elimination match, all participants now in the ring. We are good to go. And it's going to be Jimmy Uso and Shinsuke Nakamura to kick things off. And Jimmy Uso backed up into the corner by Nakamura. Referee looking for a clean break, but Nakamura taunts the Usos and Roman Reigns and says, "Come on." Oh, Jimmy Uso a little over aggressive there. maybe angered by Nakamura mocking him. But Jimmy Uso with an elbow to the knee, an elbow to the chin. And Nakamura replies, and you do not want to exchange kicks and punches with the King of Strong Style, because he will put you down just like that. Jimmy Uso trying to fight fire with fire, and he's getting burned at the moment. Reversal by Jimmy Uso. Big shot by Jimmy. And then a clothesline from the second rope. And Jimmy makes the tag. The most experience from a tag team perspective coming from the Usos. But Nakamura decides, well, you're going to tag out, so am I. And brings in Finn Balor. So here we go. Jey Uso versus Finn Balor. And who is going to get the advantage? We saw in our first matchup here this evening between the Club and the Wyatt family, no advantage at all. Very even throughout. And it came down to a one-on-one contest where AJ Styles was victorious. How will this matchup play out? And let's not forget, still to come tonight in our main event, the big one. Will the NWO take over? Or will Team WWE hold off the threat? And the tag now has been made to the big dog. And I think the people want the People's Champion. Finn Balor taking a look. Well, Balor looks like he wants a go. But the crowd want The Rock. The crowd want the People's Champion. And Finn Balor gives the people what they want. Here we go. Rock reigns here at Survivor Series. And look at The Rock's face. He says, just bring it. And Reigns does so. Shot by Roman. Now The Rock. Headbutt by Reigns. This is what we've been waiting for. And The Rock sent off the ropes. Roman Reigns, Samoan drop. Pin. 1. Just a 1 count. Could you imagine if Team Reigns can knock off The Rock early? And the big dog drags the People's Champ to the corner. A failed attempt at becoming Undisputed Champion at SummerSlam for The Rock led to criticism from Roman Reigns. Reigns saying that he did not deliver. And it's come to this tonight. Headbutt again by Roman Reigns. He tries the knee into the back of the neck. And I still wonder if those 3 spears could still be a problem for the People's Champ. Any internal injuries still ongoing with The Rock? Has he chosen to come back too soon? Oh, well, The Rock just knocked the taste out of Reigns' mouth and shut me the hell up. Rock takes up Reigns with a Samoan drop of his own. Pin. 1, 2. Reigns kicks out at 2. And I have to say, I'm absolutely disgusted with the comments of Roman Reigns and the Usos stating that The Rock has disrespected their Samoan heritage. unbelievable. The Rock is anything but disrespectful. But it's clear that Reigns and the Usos want to get under the People's Champ's skin. But now, turn your attention to Finn Balor. Finn Balor, high flying through the air and takes out Roman Reigns. And that is why Finn Balor was recruited as part of Team Rock, and now Nakamura hits the ring. With that trademark strong style, look at the stiff knees to Roman Reigns, and Reigns at the moment is in trouble. It is all Team Rock. And Nakamura brings Reigns to the corner of Team Rock, keeping him well away from the Usos. And vintage Nakamura right there. And you can see the Usos are desperate to get in. They do not want to go down 3-2. Roman Reigns breaks the hold. And Reigns picks up Shinsuke Nakamura, and again the Samoan drop, serving him well, and now just unloads on Shinsuke Nakamura. Reigns, gut wrench suplex, takes down the United States champion, and then ties up elbow to the back of the neck, and a short arm clothesline. And Reigns quickly on top of Nakamura, making sure Nakamura now cannot make the tag. And now it is Shinsuke Nakamura who is in the corner of Team Reigns. As Jey Uso hits the ring, and Jey Uso shoots off. Shinsuke Nakamura picks him up. Oh! Impact Samoan drop. Quick tags there. Reigns in for the double team maneuver. Then Reigns out, and Jimmy Uso now in. Well coordinated are the Usos and Roman Reigns. And Jimmy Uso sends Nakamura off the ropes. Heavy clothesline and an elbow to the chest. Nakamura taking significant damage. And an elbow to the back of the neck. But let's not forget, Nakamura has never been pinned, has never been submitted. Jimmy, Jey, and Reigns will have to come up with something. And look at this. Taunting the People's Champion. Jimmy Uso running his mouth. And that has been the case for weeks now. The People's Champ wants to shut them the hell up tonight. But it's not worked thus far. An Uso chant, but in doing so, the arrogance, the cockiness of Jimmy Uso comes back to haunt him, and Finn Balor hits the ring. Balor sends Jimmy to the corner. A chop to the chest. And then a drop kick. Get out the way, ref. The action is coming fast and furious. You see what I did there? The Rock, fast and furious. Nice. And even more nice, that combination super kick and then thrust to the throat. And then snaps the neck of Finn Balor. An even contest thus far. Hard to call who is going to be the first man eliminated. And Balor receiving a headbutt to the back of the head, and that'll certainly stop you in your tracks, and so will that. Twisting through the air. 1, 2, and Balor kicks out at 2. It is so important to try and gain that initial advantage. Pele kick by Finn Balor, and now a tag to The Rock. And The Rock is intense. Having had Jimmy run his mouth, Brother Jay feeling the aggression. Big shot by The Rock, and another one. And a belly-to-belly suplex takedown. And now The Rock trying to wear down one half of the Usos. Oh, wait a minute. Wait just a minute. What the hell? Rusev, well, The Rock, stopped in his tracks, and oh God. That gave Jey Uso an opening, and oh! Come on! Well, Rusev has been in a rivalry with Finn Balor, but Rusev out here causing carnage and significant damage to Team Rock. This is not good. This is not good. Oh my God. Face first into the LED ring post, and Rusev rants and raves at the fans. Finn Balor is hurt. And now Rusev leaves. And all the while in the ring, The Rock distracted by the distraction. And that has given a huge advantage now to Team Reigns. The Rock can't make the tag even if he wanted to. And a double team maneuver by the Usos, and Team Reigns growing in confidence right now. Look at this. The Rock's corner is empty. If you're just tuning in, don't get it twisted. Finn Balor and Shinsuke Nakamura are still in this match. But Rusev, the Bulgarian Brute, surprising everyone and attacking both men. 1, 2, come on Rock. Rock gets the shoulder up. And Nakamura, well, he's a fighter, that's for sure. But speaking of fighters, no, fight Owens, fight. No. No. Oh. An apron powerbomb, you son of a bitch. Kevin Owens chasing the United States champion unsuccessfully. Well, it seems like old rivalries have come back to haunt Team Rock, and that's not looking good. A stretcher taking out the King of Strong Style. But Finn Balor thankfully is back up. Finn Balor. And he wants the tag. Finn Balor still in this match, but how much damage has been done, not just to Balor, but The Rock. It has all fallen apart for Team Rock. And under circumstances which couldn't have been imagined, The Rock fights on. The People's Champ will not give up without a fight. Sends off the ropes Jimmy Uso. And The Rock picks up Jimmy. and brings him to the corner where Finn Balor is still there. Nakamura stretched out of here. Double axe handle to the arm. And it is now the 3-on-2 advantage, which I've stated is ever so important. And Balor and The Rock trying to now level the score, trying to make it 2-on-2. And Balor hits the ropes, drop kick, basement drop kick to the side of the head. And that got the Balor Club back in this, the crowd trying to be the third man. And boy oh boy does Team Rock need it. Balor perched on that top rope, but Jimmy Uso breaks free and drops Finn Balor face first, and an Uso splash. Finn Balor hangs tough. But here comes Reigns. How much more can Balor take? An assault from Rusev, an Uso splash, and now Reigns looks potentially for the Superman punch. Finn, look out. He did. Finn Balor rolls through. 1, 2. Roman Reigns kicked out, but a sign of desperation possibly. Balor having to go to places he's not been before to hang in this match, to fight for The Rock. And it is relentless from the Usos and Roman Reigns. Finn Balor sends Reigns shotgun drop kick. The former Universal Champion heads to the top. Superman punch. Jimmy Uso. That split-second distraction. And Roman Reigns with the Superman punch. I think Finn's out. Finn trying to get to his feet. Spear from Roman Reigns. One, 2, 3. A valiant effort by Finn Balor under the circumstances, but this now leaves The Rock 3-1, and the People's Champ comes in all guns blazing. The Brahma Bull has his horns directed right towards Roman Reigns. And a big DDT as we see Finn Balor head to the back. It could have been so different without interference tonight. Not just Rusev attacking both Finn Balor and Shinsuke Nakamura, but then Kevin Owens with the apron powerbomb to the United States Champion has left The Rock all alone, and the People's Champ trying to fight back against Roman Reigns. Reigns with the roll through and the pickup powerbomb. 1, 2, and The Rock kicks out at 2. But how much more can The Rock withstand? Reigns puts The Rock in the corner. Now clothesline after clothesline, cutting down The Rock. Why has it come to this? I initially thought it was about respect when these two met, first and foremost, but not anymore. This has turned nasty. And Reigns has pulled up alongside, drive by. And Reigns making it clear to The Rock that this tonight is his yard. 1, 2, and The Rock gets the shoulder up. And Roman Reigns can't quite believe it. He thought he had him. And look at the advantage. Reigns looking for the spear. This is it. Oh, The Rock put the brakes on. Stopping Reigns. Sends Roman off the ropes. Big clothesline by the People's Champ. And if he ever needed the electricity from the people, it is now. Sharpshooter applied in the middle of the ring. And the referee asking the question of Roman Reigns. Will Reigns tap out? Oh no. Jimmy Uso. Rock bottom to Jimmy Uso. And here comes Jey Uso now. Unloads on The Rock. But a spine buster for his troubles. Where is The Rock getting this from? And oh my, is it time for the most electrifying move in sports entertainment today? The People's Elbow right into the heart of Jey Uso. Is The Rock gonna pull off one of the most incredible of comebacks here at Survivor Series? The Rock, no, spear! 1, 2, 3. Team Reigns with a clean sweep of Team Rock. We saw The Rock fight back 3-on-1. The People's Elbow. And at this point, we thought it could happen. But Roman Reigns with a spear killed all hope of that. 1, 2, 3. A massively disappointing night for The Rock. And he can blame Rusev and Kevin Owens for his troubles. A clean sweep for Team Reigns here tonight at Survivor Series. Next up, it is all about the Undisputed WWE Championship, as the champion, Brock Lesnar, for the first time is without his advocate, Paul Heyman. Heyman not here tonight after being on the receiving end of a swanton bomb. The challenger gaining some retribution after Lesnar left his brother Matt a bloody mess in the middle of the ring. But who will benefit from the stipulation of no disqualification? Will Hardy take things to the extreme, or will Lesnar brutalize and conquer? It is Jeff Hardy versus Brock Lesnar for the Undisputed WWE Championship, and it's next. What a night it has been thus far here at Survivor Series. And now it is time for part of your double main event. The Undisputed WWE Championship on the line as the challenger, Jeff Hardy, makes his way to the ring. And Jeff Hardy has the stipulation that he wanted: no disqualification. Many would have thought that is crazy to step into the ring with the Beast incarnate with no rules associated to it. But Jeff Hardy likes to take things to the extreme. He is a risk taker, and tonight he gets to put it all on the line to try and capture the Undisputed WWE Championship. However, if he is to do so, he has to overcome the Beast. And this is a strange sight for most. The Beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar, without his advocate Paul Heyman here tonight at Survivor Series, after Paul Heyman received not one, but two swanton bombs from Jeff Hardy. Hardy getting that payback after the attack to his brother, Matt, by the Beast, Brock Lesnar. And just look at this. Here we go. Oh, God. Well, it is no disqualification. And Brock Lesnar making that abundantly clear, striking Jeff Hardy with the Undisputed WWE Championship to kick things off. And the hat comes off. And the Beast. Goodness me. Lesnar, knee to the gut. And I'm just waiting for the doors of Suplex City to open. Big shot by Lesnar. And there is the first German suplex of the night. Lesnar will not be happy at what went down when his advocate was taken out. But Brock Lesnar doing all his talking in the ring right now. And it has been the big debate to most. No disqualification. Who does that benefit more? Jeff Hardy being able to take more risks, or Brock Lesnar being open to brutalize much, much more? And oh goodness, Jeff Hardy again risking his own body to take out Lesnar, and Hardy flies through the air and the Beast is down. And Jeff Hardy, well, Lesnar brought the belt into battle. Jeff Hardy is gonna bring a table. We were excited about the prospect of this one when Jeff Hardy became the #1 contender at Hell in a Cell, and Brock Lesnar looked like he was looking for an F5 through the table that Hardy set up, but Jeff Hardy found a way to escape, and Hardy perched up on that top rope. Lesnar looks around, and a double axe handle takes down the Beast. Jeff Hardy all over the place. Here, there, and everywhere. But Brock Lesnar, German suplex on the concrete floor. That's #2. If you're counting along, let me know the total in the comment section below. As Brock Lesnar slams Jeff Hardy across my announce table. And a belly-to-belly suplex. And this concrete floor is not forgiving. Knee to the face to Jeff Hardy. Hardy fights back. Hardy is fearless as a competitor. And Brock Lesnar knows that. And Lesnar sent over the barricade, and now the action spills into Houston. Fans on their feet getting up close and personal in this undisputed WWE Championship match as Jeff Hardy drags the Beast and slams him face first. Good God, Hardy now. Oh! Waffled him with a trash can. And this is why Hardy wanted this to be no disqualification, allowing Hardy to take things to the extreme, to go outside the boundaries, but also in doing so, it allows Brock Lesnar to punish and brutalize and conquer his opponent if he can do so. German suplex through the table. That is 3. And that was devastating. And now Lesnar picks up Hardy. And Jeff Hardy's got to be hurting after that third German suplex through the table. Lesnar brings Hardy back towards the ring. Jeff Hardy calling, but we've seen Hardy take an immense amount of punishment throughout his career and still come out on top. The Beast stalks his prey. But Jeff Hardy, punch, kick, another kick, and now trying to go to work on the leg, take down those tree trunks of Brock Lesnar, but Lesnar says no. And a clothesline puts Jeff Hardy down once again, and an uppercut right on the jaw as Hardy was trying to get to his feet. Knee to the face by the Beast, the undisputed champion. Now with a bear hug, trying to squeeze the life out of the challenger, and Hardy trying to find a way out here. Elbow to the head. Lesnar doesn't relinquish. Oh, clapped him. And that broke the hold, but then a knee to the gut by Brock Lesnar. And it's starting to get more concerning if you're a Jeff Hardy fan, because Lesnar is beginning to take control. The fourth German suplex. He slams Jeff into the corner. The size difference, uncomparable. The Beast, much stronger than Jeff, but Jeff is gonna have to use his speed and his quickness to overcome Brock Lesnar. Hardy fights back, showing great resilience. And a jawjacker. And that gives Jeff Hardy a moment to catch his breath. Where's Jeff going? Oh, Jeff immediately, once again, looking for a high risk. Lesnar, a little bit stunned from that jawjacker, up to a knee. Hardy says, I'm waiting for you. And oh, got caught. Fall away slam. And boy, oh boy, did Brock Lesnar catch Jeff Hardy. Hardy up, but Hardy now back down. 5, 6, 7 German suplexes for the Beast. Jeff Hardy kicks out at 2, and Brock Lesnar has a few choice words for for our official. And it kind of feels like any sort of reign that Paul Heyman would have over Lesnar has been taken off too. The beast is unleashed. But Jeff Hardy could care less about that. High crossbody. 1, 2. And Lesnar kicks out at 2. Powers out at 2. But Jeff Hardy getting the crowd behind him. And now capitalizing. Invert an atomic drop. Oh, goodness me. And a basement drop kick for good measure. And the beast is crawling. Hardy waiting, poised for Lesnar to get to his feet. And Jeff Hardy, whisper in the wind. Brock Lesnar is out. Jeff Hardy, Swanton bomb. 1, 2, I thought we were gonna have a new undisputed WWE Champion, but Brock Lesnar just kicked out of the Swanton bomb. Hardy still in control. Lesnar turns around, boot to the midsection. He went for the twist of fate, but Lesnar fights free. No. Went for the F5. Hardy escapes. Jeff Hardy. Back and forth. Lesnar refusing to let the twist of fate. And a suplex puts an end to that. Another German suplex. And I have lost count. And Brock Lesnar. Oh my God. Brock Lesnar went to bring the steel into play with the steel chair. Hardy was up. Missile drop kick. And now it is Jeff Hardy with the steel chair in his possession. The chair Lesnar brought into play just got cracked across his own back. Jeff Hardy, the risk taker, and Lesnar has not experienced this before. But Brock Lesnar launches the chair out of Hardy's hands, and another German suplex. The doors are well and truly open. Oh my God. And Jeff Hardy just saw an opening. And boy oh boy did he take it. The balls of the beast have been busted. And a boot to the midsection. Twist of fate. It's all legal. Are we about to crown a new undisputed champion? Swanton bomb. 1, 2. Yo, come on! Can you believe it? How on earth does he kick out? And Hardy, Jeff taking a good look at that table. Position on the outside was not brought into play. But maybe now it will be. Desperate times call for desperate measures, and Jeff Hardy is about to take things to the extreme. What is Jeff Hardy thinking of? Lesnar is hurt. Lesnar is down. We are on the verge of seeing a new undisputed champion, and Brock Lesnar is yet to provide a response. He is still down and he's on the table after that Swanton bomb. 2 have been hit. Lesnar has kicked out, and now Jeff Hardy has got a ladder. Tables ladders and chairs are Hardy's specialty, and Hardy making sure Lesnar does not get up. But Jeff, oh my God, you have to be kidding me. Look how high Hardy is. Oh my God. Oh my God. Swanton bomb. Here's the replay. Jeff Hardy, the risk taker, and it paid off. If Jeff Hardy gets Brock Lesnar into the ring, surely this one is over. And Lesnar, oh, wait a minute. No. Oh, God. Samoa Joe? No way. Samoa Joe is cashing in his Money in the Bank briefcase. There you go. It's official. 1, 2. Oh! Brock Lesnar just kicked out. But it's a triple threat match. And Joe, Coquina clutch. Are we on the verge of seeing Brock Lesnar be choked out and Samoa Joe be crowned undisputed champion? No! Jeff Hardy makes the save. The Swanton bomb breaks the Coquina clutch, and now it's Samoa Joe and Jeff Hardy, and the champion is out of it. Can you imagine? Brock Lesnar could lose the Undisputed Championship without even being pinned. That's the scenario we are in now. And Joe absolutely obliterated Hardy with that chair. And the Beast is back. Not for long. Brock Lesnar was down and out for a moment, but he is back. And Brock Lesnar, no. Oh my. A double F5. One, 2, 3. Brock Lesnar retains the Undisputed WWE Championship. So much to talk about. Samoa Joe loses his cash-in, and Jeff Hardy is defeated. What a match. A double F5 by the Beast to conquer here tonight. Carnage, absolute carnage here at Survivor Series. But there is a sole survivor, and it is the undisputed WWE Champion, the Beast Incarnate, retains. Brock Lesnar is still your champion. That was an Owen Wilson moment for sure. Wow, what a match. But up next, the dominant women's champion Nia Jax faces her toughest challenge to date as she defends her championship against the Glamazon Beth Phoenix. Welcome back to Survivor Series. I'm still recovering, and I've got a feel for Jeff Hardy. I mean, talk about bad luck, on the verge of becoming the new undisputed WWE Champion, only to have Samoa Joe try and capitalize with a cash-in. Absolute carnage in the undisputed WWE Championship match. But now we turn our attention to Women's Championship action as the Glamazon, who was impressive in her return to the ring on Monday Night Raw, goes up against the dominant Nia Jax. And one thing that is for sure tonight is that Nia Jax won't have it all her own way when it comes to power and strength. I don't think in her championship reign thus far she has encountered anybody like Beth Phoenix. Beth Phoenix will match Nia Jax in the power and strength department. But is that enough? The locker room has been on notice, and any challenge that has come of it, Nia Jax has walked straight through. She is dominant. She's not like most girls, but nor is Beth Phoenix. So we are all set for Women's Championship action. Challenger and champion now in the ring. And Nia Jax hands over the championship to our official. Beth Phoenix takes a good look. Like I said, was impressive in her return to the ring. And the referee signals for the bell. Women's Championship action underway. And Beth Phoenix tried to get a cheap shot early, but Nia Jax stopped her in her tracks. But Beth Phoenix, well, there you go. There is the power of the Glamazon. And I told ya, Nia Jax will not have this all her own way. Beth Phoenix with that double axe handle. In most case scenarios, that would take down an opponent, but not the champion. Not Nia Jax. And Jax grabs a hold of the hair. Referee letting that go, turning the tables on the challenger. But the Glamazon escapes, and that's another area which could be in favour, the speed and quickness. Beth Phoenix holding her own. Pin. One. Just a one count. Oh, Beth Phoenix returning the favour by grabbing the hair of Nia Jax and just wrenching her up from the canvas. But Nia Jax looking to establish control, and that slam could do it. Oh, driving the elbow into the chest of Beth Phoenix, and that will take your breath away. And now we start to see the dominance trying to be established, which we have seen so many times in the past. And Nia Jax says she's gonna crush Beth Phoenix, and she did just that. One. Oh, surprised. Beth Phoenix kicked out at one. We're used to seeing that from Nia Jax. But the champion keeping the pressure on. Very much slowing down the pace is Nia Jax. That's one area she can't compete in, is the speed. Phoenix certainly has that on her side. Beth Phoenix. Look at that. You don't see it often. Beth Phoenix able to maneuver Nia Jax relatively easily, and a scoop and a slam. 1, 2. And Nia Jax kicks out. That was impressive. Beth Phoenix overcame that momentary dominance from the champion, and now the shoulders to the midsection and a clubbing blow across the back. And now Beth Phoenix tying up Nia Jax in all sorts of knots and stretching the champion. And this is not a position we have ever seen Nia Jax in before, but Jax again breaks the hold with brute strength and then picks up Beth Phoenix and a sidewalk slam. And again the pace drops a little as Jax makes sure she is in control, and she just launched Beth Phoenix 3/4 of the way across the ring, and then again turning Beth Phoenix inside out. Oh, Beth Phoenix going up and down with a power bomb, and it's beginning to take that turn that we've seen before, and Jax begins to see that. Oh, but she missed. That squash that she's done on numerous occasions didn't quite pay off tonight, and Nia Jax dumped to the outside. What's the Glamazon got planned here? Double axe handle right between the four eyes of the champion. The champion gets to her feet, but Beth Phoenix, oh, glam slam on the concrete floor. The champion is out. Well, Beth Phoenix may be pulling a page from the Hardy book. 1, 2. Oh, and Nia Jax just got the shoulder up. Beth Phoenix taking a risk, and it nearly paid off with her becoming the new women's champion. And Phoenix now with a big clothesline, and that has turned the tables completely. Elbow to the chest by the Glamazon and a kick to the back. And we have not seen Nia Jax in this much trouble. Boot to the midsection, went for the forearm, reversed, and Jax powers out of it. And now Nia Jax picking up Beth Phoenix, elbow to the jaw. She's had to weather the storm. But how much did that take out of the champion? That glam slam on the concrete. That would be feeling like you've been hit with a concrete block when Nia Jax hits you with those two forearms. Now chopping Beth Phoenix into the corner, takes up Phoenix. Phoenix though reversed, kicked out, and Beth Phoenix diving shoulder tackle. 1, 2. And again, Nia Jax not convincingly kicking out, but kicking out nonetheless. And that is the main thing right now. She still holds on to her championship. But for how long? As Beth Phoenix cranks up the pressure. The armbar submission. Referee asking the question. Nia Jax answers it. Breaking free. Jax. Big punch, another one. Rocks the Glamazon. And a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. And Nia Jax heads up. And this time she gets it. 1, 2. Oh. Wow. Beth Phoenix kicked out of the splash, but Nia Jax awaits. And oh, Beth Phoenix not done yet. Fisherman suplex. 1, 2. Oh. Nia Jax dangerously close to losing her championship. Beth Phoenix. Oh, was she looking for the glam slam again? I think she was. But Nia Jax broke out of it and oh, no. Just like that. Samoan drop. And no messing about from Jax. 1, 2, 3. While Nia Jax knew tonight that her championship was under threat, she hit the splash the second time. The Glamazon kicked out. But then the Samoan drop. And no insult to injury, just a quick pin. 1, 2, 3. Nia Jax, a tough contest tonight for her, but she does indeed retain the WWE Women's Championship. It was a hard-fought battle, but the dominant Nia Jax once again comes out on top. Who is next for Nia Jax? It is time for your main event. By the end of tonight, who will be in control? General Manager and COO of WWE, Triple H, captains Team WWE, The Viper, Randy Orton, NXT Champion, Aleister Black, and the Monster among men, Braun Strowman, in an attempt to stop the threat of Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, and Shane McMahon, the New World Order.
They say it's always darkest just before the dawn. Funny thing is, they think they've won. You don't get it. None of you get it. I'm the leader here. There's a reason I am the leader here. There is a reason I am the boss. I don't lose. I never lose. I win. Always.
The difference is I'm fighting to win and you're fighting not to lose. I have the misfortune of being Vince's son, but you, well, you're just Vince's bitch. I'm gonna turn my body into a weapon, a 230-pound weapon, and you know what I can do. And I will stop at nothing, and I mean nothing, to defeat you. Whatever is left of this body, it's gonna crawl its way into that ring the very next night. Because I will be in control of Monday Night Raw.
Here's the thing. There is a plan. I have never started a fight that I couldn't finish, and I am not starting today. I don't lose. I never lose. I win. Always.
cement my legacy by destroying yours, then that's what I have to do.
Make no mistake about it. I am the law. I am the authority.
So this is what it's all come down to. Team WWE versus Team NWO. And the hired gun of the authority, the monster among men, Braun Strowman, makes his way to the ring. And Braun Strowman and Shane McMahon's paths have crossed before. It was ultimately Braun Strowman's inclusion at WWE Battleground which put SmackDown Live out of business. And we now know that Shane McMahon hired the New World Order to try and regain control. And tonight, he could do it. But one man who will be looking to put a stop to the threat of the New World Order is the Viper, Randy Orton. And he can do that with an RKO. An Evolution reunion. And then there's this. A different kind of evolution. The future. Because this is the NXT champion, Aleister Black. Rising from the shadows, the striking specialist Aleister Black, fresh off defending his NXT championship against Andreas Cien Almas at NXT TakeOver. Aleister Black now steps inside the ring to defend the WWE against the threat of the New World Order. Could his selection be a game changer for Triple H? He is unique, that's for sure. And I am sure that he is unlike anything that Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, or Shane McMahon have seen before. Educated feet, speed and quickness, and if he hits you with that black mass, it's game over. But right now, it is game time. And Triple H has had enough of the games of the New World Order. And tonight for Triple H, it is all on the line. If he loses tonight, he is gone as General Manager and COO of the WWE. Triple H will be no more. Shane McMahon will assume that power. And what would a WWE look like once again with Shane McMahon backed by the New World Order at the helm? That is a scenario which Triple H wants to stop. Vince McMahon, Mr. McMahon, the chairman of the board, wants to see an end to the New World Order, but he has also backed Triple H into a corner. A great reception for the game here in Houston. Wow. The suit has come off. This is the cerebral assassin. We saw him at Hell in a Cell. He was victorious then. Will he be victorious tonight? We are moments away from finding out. You could cut the tension with a knife. Big fight feel. As Houston, Texas and Survivor Series descends to the black and the white of the New World Order, and the rumors are true. There is no fourth man. 4 against 3. Shane McMahon said that they had enough to win tonight, and he seems to be sticking by it. That is a bold move from Shane McMahon, and we are starting things with Braun Strowman, the monster among men, against Shane McMahon, who couldn't wait for the bell. And these two's path have crossed before. And Shane has put it all on the line to stop Braun Strowman in the past. But this time, he thinks wise of it, bringing in the skilled old school of Scott Hall, and Randy Orton says, I want to go. And Braun Strowman obliges. So it will be Scott Hall of the New World Order kicking things off properly against the Viper, Randy Orton, for Team WWE. And the Viper, with a European uppercut, puts down the black and the white of Scott Hall. And Orton with another European uppercut and another, forcing back the outsider into the corner. And how can anybody forget at SummerSlam when Braun Strowman faced Shane McMahon, and Shane McMahon crashed through my announce table. A high risk, and we've seen many of those this evening with Jeff Hardy and Brock Lesnar. But Shane McMahon proving once again he is willing to risk his own body and sacrifice himself to regain control. But at the moment, Randy Orton went for the RKO. Well scouted by Scott Hall, fully aware of how dangerous the Viper is. And Scott Hall looking for the outsider edge, reversed by Randy Orton. Both teams clearly well drilled, knowing each other. Preparation has been key. It's a big night. And there is the tag to the game changer, Aleister Black. And Aleister Black is introduced to Kevin Nash. Aleister Black gave the sign that he's going to smoke Kevin Nash, and Kevin Nash comes forward, went for a shot. Oh, Aleister Black with that kick. And Nash comes forward again. Aleister Black, boot to the midsection. Striking specialist is Aleister Black. Oh, Kevin Nash chops and takes down the NXT champion. Big sexy Kevin Nash, having already been to war once for the cause, stepping foot inside Hell in a Cell against the game Triple H, was not victorious, but at the time we was unaware that Shane McMahon was the funding behind the New World Order. Great reversal by Nash, and the trademark elbow into the chest of Aleister Black. And now using the ring mat as a tag team partner, driving Black's head into the canvas, picks him up with one hand. Aleister Black fights back, not afraid of the size of Kevin Nash, the giant of the New World Order. But this is the future of the WWE, and it is a fearless one in the NXT champion Aleister Black. And Nash gets to his feet and is greeted with a punch to the face, followed by a knee strike. Aleister Black, elbow, making Kevin Nash hit the corner, and repeated elbows. And down goes Big Sexy as Black climbs the ropes, perched on the top rope. Did you see the airtime? Knees driven into the gut. And a 2 count. And the NWO will not want to go 4-2. That would be a disaster. We've seen how that played out earlier tonight when The Rock was left 3 against 1. Not a good place to be in. And Aleister Black took a moment, and the tag has been made. The game wanted in. And these two tore each other apart inside Hell in a Cell. And Kevin Nash just told Triple H to suck it. Former friends, now bitter enemies. And Kevin Nash sends Triple H off the ropes. Up and down goes the game. But Triple H replies with a shot of his own. Will it be game over tonight for the New World Order? Surprising, they did not want a 4th man. Triple H beginning to unload on Kevin Nash. Maybe trying to reopen up that laceration at Hell in a Cell. Both men were bloodied inside the cell. Triple H really homing in now. Big shot. And another one. And Nash sent off the ropes. Triple H. Knee buster. And for the first time, Nash in quite a bit of trouble, but back to his feet, punch to the midsection. Kevin Nash will know how important it is for him to stay in this matchup. And delivered almost a knockout blow to Triple H, enabling him to make the tag to Scott Hall. And Triple H turns around and is greeted by Scott Hall, who gets a world of abuse. And Scott Hall isn't intimidated in the slightest. And in fact, Scott Hall mocking Triple H and puts the game down. Belly to belly suplex by Scott Hall, pin. 1. Just a 1 count. And the NWO would love nothing more than to knock off Triple H first and foremost in their conquest to gain control. Scott Hall and Kevin Nash have invaded NXT on numerous occasions over the past couple of months. As Triple H spine buster, he will want to make sure that does not happen again. A jackknife powerbomb to the United Kingdom champion Pete Dunne. An outsider edge to Tyler Bate. But Triple H looks to put a stop to it tonight. Went for the pedigree. But Scott Hall works his way out. On Scott Hall, choke slam, driving the game into the mat. He could have him. 1, 2, and Triple H kicks out at 2. Boot to the back. And so far, so good. 4 against 3, no problem for the New World Order. But Scott Hall, again, looking for the outsider edge, reversed by Triple H. And Triple H now bringing Scott Hall to Team WWE's corner. And a tag to his former Evolution partner, the Viper Randy Orton. Old friendships rekindled tonight. And there's nothing better than the Viper loves doing than picking apart his opponent. And he's doing that right now with Scott Hall, the apex predator of the WWE. And I get a feeling he's now coiled and ready to strike. RKO! Scott Hall on the receiving end of an RKO, and Randy Orton choosing not to go for the pin. Aleister Black says it's over. Hall gets to his feet. Black Mass! Oh, he took his head off. 1, 2, 3, and Scott Hall has been eliminated. And Shane McMahon wastes no time hitting the ring. Shane McMahon could be becoming a desperate man. He's down 4-2. Did Team NWO underestimate the cohesion of Team WWE? It certainly seems that way now. Did Shane McMahon overestimate the power and strength that he has with the NWO? Aleister Black went for those kicks. Reversal from Shane McMahon. Trademark jabs of McMahon. Now the knees to the midsection of the NXT champion. Shane ready to ride the Bronco. Bronco Buster in the corner. And Shane McMahon has done a stellar job to keep Aleister Black away from his corner thus far. He hit the ring very quickly upon Scott Hall being eliminated, but he cannot stop the educated feet of Aleister Black. Oh wow, did you see that move? 1, 2, and I thought for a moment it was going to be 4-1. Aleister Black proving his selection. The NXT champion has it all, and Shane McMahon is beginning to realise that. And look at where Shane McMahon is, right in the corner of Team WWE. But credit to Shane McMahon, he's fought his way out. Shane McMahon did a deal with the devil when he hired the NWO, and has it come back to haunt him. Randy Orton now takes control, and a chinlock applied to the former SmackDown Live commissioner. As Shane McMahon gets to his feet. Oh, jab to the midsection. Punch to the face, and McMahon with the trademark jabs, trying to get Orton into the corner to bring in Kevin Nash, but Shane McMahon cut off at the pass. The veteran Randy Orton, too smart for that, and it was the RKO that did the damage, and then the black mass of Aleister Black that saw an end to Scott Hall. And for a moment, Randy Orton took a look at Kevin Nash and just thought, I've got this in control. But Shane McMahon, knee to the head, shot to the midsection. McMahon takes up and down Randy Orton. And that is a sign of what it means to Shane McMahon. Unloading on Randy Orton, perched now on the second rope, awaits the Viper to turn around. And a missile drop kick from the second rope, hooks the leg. 1, 2. Randy Orton kicks out at 2. And Kevin Nash directing Shane McMahon at the moment, trying to keep Shane McMahon level-headed. Because if Shane McMahon gets too emotional, he could be the next man eliminated. Big uppercut. European uppercuts being delivered perfectly by Randy Orton tonight sends Shane McMahon off the ropes. Power slam by Orton. And Randy Orton gearing up, and Shane crawls, and Shane gets out of there, makes the tag, and Kevin Nash hits the ring with a big boot to Randy Orton, and Kevin Nash gearing up for a jackknife powerbomb. And Braun Strowman wants in, he's not going to get it. 1, 2, 3, and Randy Orton has been eliminated. Kevin Nash makes it 3-2, and Nash now another jackknife powerbomb. Aleister Black. 1, 2, 3. Kevin Nash has changed the complexion of this match significantly. Big Sexy being the giant of this match thus far, but speaking of giants, how about a monster, Braun Strowman? The giant and the monster collide. Headbutt by Kevin Nash puts down Braun Strowman, but not for long. Strowman back to his feet. And just put all his weight onto Kevin Nash in the corner. Once again, walking over Nash. But Shane McMahon right now can at least pin 1, 2. I was about to say, if it had gone 2-1, I wouldn't be saying this, but Shane McMahon can breathe a little bit of relief right now, knowing that we're back to 2-2. Braun Strowman, the hired gun of Triple H, always been by his side. Instrumental of securing Monday Night Raw's future at WWE Battleground. It was Triple H who put him in the match. Triple H who took out Shawn Michaels, the general manager of Monday Night Raw. Triple H with that powerbomb captured on CCTV, and all apparently for the greater good of the WWE, to ensure that Monday Night Raw would survive. But will Triple H and his future survive tonight? Braun Strowman plays a massive part in that. And Triple H has seen enough. Triple H, Shane McMahon caught Triple H off. Shane McMahon saw Triple H coming into the ring and cut him off at the pass, and now the New World Order and their attention turns to the monster among men who is all alone. Strowman dumped over the top rope. What do McMahon and Nash have planned for Braun Strowman? Oh good God, I'm getting out of here. My announce table being ripped apart. Oh dear God. Braun Strowman is in deep, deep trouble. Muddy waters for Braun Strowman right now. And Shane McMahon flashbacks to SummerSlam. Shane McMahon! Oh God! Strowman is done. Shane McMahon just put his body on the line for the greater cause, which is for him to regain control. And he has taken out the monster among men. A count of 6. A count of 7. Strowman struggling but trying. 8. Oh, Shane McMahon. Shane McMahon tried to stop Braun Strowman beating the count, but he was unsuccessful. And how on earth is Braun Strowman standing after being put through my announce table from the Daredevil, Shane McMahon, and things go from bad to worse. Running power slam. 1, 2, 3, and Kevin Nash is gone. Shane McMahon is all by his lonesome with Braun Strowman. And let's not forget the game is still in this match too. Oh, incredible. The fighting, whoa, wait a minute. Well, Triple H just tagged himself in Strowman was looking to put an end to Shane McMahon as Shane said he's ready to fight. But the tag was made. Small package. 1, 2. Oh. Triple H letting his ego get the better of him. Could this be a big mistake? Why didn't he let Braun Strowman take the fight to Shane McMahon? Float over DDT and McMahon is back in this. For how long, I'm not so sure. Another pin. And Triple H kicks out again. But this is not the predicament I would have called when Kevin Nash was eliminated. At the time, it seemed like Braun Strowman had everything in control. Not the case now. Springing elbow from Shane McMahon, and Triple H now does look to tag out. He has to make the tag because he's made a mistake. And oh, no. No. Oh, Braun Strowman has had enough. Braun Strowman clearly infuriated at Triple H and his ego, and Strowman is walking out of here. Braun Strowman has bailed on Team WWE and he has turned his back on Triple H. It is now a 1v1 contest here at Survivor Series, and Shane McMahon climbs the ropes. Coast to coast. The control of WWE hangs in the balance. A pin. 1, 2. Oh. The so-called plan that Triple H had has fallen apart. He said there is a plan. Well, it hasn't been executed thus far. And Shane McMahon again climbs the ropes. Oh, wait a minute. Pete Dunne? Pete Dunne? Well, Shane McMahon with a missile drop kick. That is Pete Dunne, the United Kingdom champion. We know he's had his issues on NXT with the New World Order. And maybe this was the plan. Pete Dunne dumped out the ring. Here's Tyler Bate. Triple H calling on the NXT roster to come to his aid, and Shane McMahon is clearing house. So this was the plan, to call for backup. But Shane McMahon is fighting off all pretenders, but oh God, Triple H is back. No. Pedigree. A pedigree from Triple H. Oh, and now more NXT superstars. That is Drew McIntyre of NXT, and Triple H, the master plan has unfolded. What? No. Oh my God. Drew McIntyre of NXT is with the NWO Future Shock DDT. I can't believe this. No. 1, 2, 3. The NWO takes over. The most shocking event in WWE history. Drew McIntyre aligns with the New World Order. A Future Shock DDT giving Shane McMahon and the NWO victory. Survivor Series turns to the black and the white of the New World Order. It's official. The NWO has taken over. They are in control.